Hi guys, so today I'm going to be reviewing Sabrina Carpenter's new album, Man's Best Friend. This is my first video, so, you know, I'm going to be a bit awkward and I'm not 100% sure like how this is going to go. So this album came out on the 29th of August of this year and I've been listening to it over the past maybe month or so. One thing about me, my music taste has always been a little bit more alternative, like not crazy alternative, like bitch, I have a Claro poster on my wall, Lana Del Rey, Fleetwood, and I have a fucking Ariana Grande poster. Like I'm not like underground and shit, but I do tend to listen to more alternative music, whether that's more indie or even just like more alternative rap. Like I love Tyler, the Creator, and I love Frank Ocean and everything. I love Playboy Cardi. Basically, I want to like really get into music and really understand it. I just want to like build up my skill of understanding music and talking about music because it's something that I really love doing and I really want to get better at. And yeah, so I'm starting out with some pop albums that I've wanted to listen to, and then I'll end up getting into little niche lanes. And you know, I would love to talk about Ethel Cain. I love Ethel Cain. So, but for today, I'm reviewing Man's Best Friend by Sabrina Carpenter. First of all, do we want to talk about the album cover? Fuck yes. I have it here. Personally, I think this album cover is so hot. I love it. It's so cool and it's so Sabrina Carpenter. Like I've never been a Sabrina Carpenter fan. Like this is the only time I've ever listened to her music, but she is so funny and she is so witty. She's so on the nose. She's raunchy, but she's also just like so cute and like she's so gorgeous. And I think this album cover makes so much sense and I'm so happy she like kept it and didn't like change it. It's like a perfect way to build off of what she already made with Short and Sweet and the Short and Sweet tour and everything. Like she really leans into this like raunchy, sexy, cute little vibe. And I just think this is just a little bit above that. Like it's like the next step up, you know? So the first single for this album was Manchild. And I'm sure you've heard Manchild. It's like, you know, it's a Sabrina Carpenter single, so you've probably fucking heard it. Personally, I don't like this song. I think it's way too loud to be an album opener. When I'm like listening to an album, I want an intro. I want something to ease me into it. That's like something I love about Ariana Grande. She knows how to do an album intro. I don't like the idea of opening an album with a single that is like really loud, really out there. Like I just feel like the structure of an album should be taken more seriously, specifically with this one. Let's talk about the actual song. I think the production, especially in the chorus, I think it's so messy. I'm hearing like a banjo melody. I'm hearing like 10 fucking guitars, acoustic guitar, like shakers. I'm hearing way too much. It's way too loud. It's way too muddy. It's still a banger though. Like Sabrina, the thing about this album is that Sabrina's vocals and her lyricism and her wittiness in her lyrics really save her from some of the subpar production. I think Jack Antonoff needs to be stopped. We need more. We need different people. Like I can't be listening to just Jack Antonoff my whole fucking life. There's like also 80s synths. Like it's still trying to hold on to this like 80s vibe as well as having like a country western vibe, but like loud as fuck and overstimulating. I do love the music video for this. I think it's so cool. I love all the outfits and all the men and all this situation she's in. I think it's so creative. I love it. I really need the album rollout to be good to like enjoy the album. An album rollout just elevates an album so much. A good album rollout is like, I die for that shit. Like I love a good album rollout. I love consuming all these things themed around this album while we're leading up to it. I just love it. And I think this music video is such a good way to start out this era. Next is Tears. Now, I love this song. It's probably like, it's definitely in my top 5. I love this single so much. I love the music video. Like, I love Rocky Horror Picture Show. The fucking Diamond and Crescent Bra Britney moment with the fake rain. Like, I know you're referencing Britney, Sabrina. It's so 80s, it's so glam, it's so camp, it's so gay. I just love it so much. And it's like, it's so vibrant as well. The colors are so retro and so vibrant. I love that music video. And it pairs so well with this absolute banger of a single. The production on this is so colorful. I love the production on this. I think it's so much better than Manchild. It does the loud, it does the messy better and well. It like works. I love the lyricism. I think, again, Sabrina Carpenter, it just works with her so well. This kind of like really raunchy, like this is quite raunchy to me as a pop, like for a pop song that's gonna like, that kids are listening to. This is crazy. I get wet at the thought of you on Nova 919 in the fucking McDonald's Playland. I love it. But I love the like messaging behind this. I love the thought of like you being nice to me. Tears run down my thighs is crazy. I love the dance break. I like really love instrumentals. I love like instrumental breaks as well, because really like allows the production to shine. It really allows the vibe of the song to kind of express itself, because especially with pop songs, you kind of just get taken away of the fact like, yeah, this is just a pop song. But I think an instrumental allows colorful like melodies to take over and stuff like that. And specifically here in this instrumental, we have like these beautiful strings that can just shine and just have a little moment, which I love. And you don't really see it that often. Like, I feel like you don't really get a nice long instrumental break in a single. I just think it's good. The only thing I will say about this song, is that I think it could have been a bit longer, and I think there could have been a lot more like ad-libs, a lot more little breaks and stuff, where they could have had like maybe a sample or something from Rocky Horror come in and have that as like a little break, and then had an instrumental under it, and had some Sabrina trills or something. Like, I think they could have done so much more with this track. Like, I think they could have made it like 30 seconds to a minute longer with something more interesting. But that's just what I think. And don't listen to me like I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, now we get into the actual albums. I don't know why I'm sitting more over here. I should probably sit in the middle, right? Yeah. Okay, the third song on the album is My Man on Willpower. It's interesting messaging. I think it's funny as fuck though. It's like, why doesn't he want to fuck me anymore? Hello? First of all, I think the intro to this song, it sounds like why am I hearing like Lord Virgin with this? Hello? Like Lord? Am I hearing Lord? Did Jack Antonoff produce on Virgin? She didn't work with Jack Antonoff. But I think this song is cute. It's a little bit of a slower one. Country. It's like a country little ballad. It's cute, it's simple, but I do think it's funny, and I think the lyricism really adds to this song. If it was named anything else and the lyrics were just a little bit less like weird, not weird, but like interesting, like it's an interesting situation and it's an interesting thing to go through someone's head. It happens, like, for real, but it's an interesting thing to make a song about, and I think that really carries this track. When it comes to the chorus, I love the chorus. Like, there's these long lines where it's kind of like gives a bit of a longing feeling, but you can kind of tell she's pissed off as well. My sister's calling me. Hello? Okay, bye. Okay, anyway. You can kind of tell there's a bit of anger with like the song, and I think that really builds it up. Throughout this whole album, there's a really good use of strings, and it really enhances this kind of country vibe that she's obviously kind of going for. But it's just kind of interesting because it's like, why are we doing like country / disco? It works, but like, where do you come up with that? I still feel like once it gets into once it hits about 1:30, it starts to get really loud and muddy again. The production starts to get really layered, and I get that that's how a song works. Like, you have it a bit lighter at the start and then you slowly like fill it up with more mids and stuff, but it's just too much, and it reminds me of Manchild. I kind of lose love for it a little bit there. I do love the little ending bit. She says, "My man won't touch me with a 20-foot pole." I love that part. But yeah, that's how I feel about that one. Next is Sugar Talking. Sugar Talking is definitely my favorite song of this album. I think it's so good. I just love it. It's just like so my vibe right now. It's so like sultry. It's so like alluring. It's so colorful. It's like candy. It's like sugar. It's like sugar. I love how she kind of swells when she says the lyric, "Put your love in where your mouth is." She kind of swells with these like lines, and it just really makes her like, it just really adds to this kind of yearning and loving and like come to me and like alluring. This is like on the verge of breaking up. They've been together. Like, then we kind of have like this guitar solo, which I love. Again, love a little instrumental break. There's a lot of country percussion. It's like a country rhythm, but it's like the vocals and stuff that adds this like allure. It adds this yearning. It adds this sensual vibe to the song, and I think it's so good, and I love the lyricism, and it's such a beautiful song. It's definitely my favorite off this album. I save so many TikTok edits to this audio all the time. I love this song. Like, it's definitely something that I'm gonna take from this album, and it's definitely like, if I'm gonna be obsessed with any song off this album, it's gonna be this one. Next we have We Almost Broke Up Last Night. The intro, like the intro where she says bullshit repeats itself, is that how the saying goes? Been there 1,000 times, selective memory though. It sounds like an alternative kind of intro, like to a soft rock sleaze shoegaze song. It kind of like threw me off when I heard it. I was like, what the hell? This sounds like it could be like Mazzy Star or something. I don't know. Almost kind of sounds like Olivia Rodrigo. I don't know. Thinking, feeling, understanding, listening. In this song, Sabrina's vocals really shine, and there's a lot of layering, and it really has this kind of airy, light, fluttery vibe, which is just, it's beautiful, but it's also kind of a breakup song, except it kind of isn't, except it's kind of like, I know this is over type song, and I think the strings and the fluttery, long legato vocals really show that. I just think the instrumentals and the production and stuff it's kind of just the same shit over and over again. Like, I would love to see just a little bit more experimentation with synths and a little bit more FX, a little bit more ad-libs, a little bit more little breaks and stuff. Like, that's what I like in music, and I think that this is kind of just the same shit over and over and over again, and I think that's what I'm finding issue with. You just kind of have like a guitar being played, and then, you know, you hear a banjo every now and then the strings kind of carry the chorus and stuff. Like, it kind of feels like that a lot of the tracks on this album do that. I do appreciate when an album really sticks to its lane and doesn't have a bunch of different shit. Like, I don't like albums that are like quite clearly a bunch of singles and then there's like 3 ballads that are just like sitting there, and there's like a couple deep cuts that just like, they don't really fit together. It feels like a mess. But that's something good about this album. It's very consistent theme, very consistent instrumentation. I wish there was a little bit more experimentation with the instrumentation on the production of this audio track file MP3. Nobody's Son. This is probably one of my least favorite tracks on this album. I just think that there is not enough instrumentation. There's not enough mids, and Sabrina's vocals are echoed and they're layered, and it makes it sound super haunted. It makes it sound unfinished. Like, I can tell they're trying to do an 80s vibe with this one. This is definitely more 80s, but the vocals are done so, I hate the way it sounds. It sounds so tinny, it sounds so metallic, it sounds old, it sounds really badly made. It's just not my vibe. I don't really find myself loving the lyricism to this song either. It's kind of boring. Like, she's kind of just saying like, I hate being single and I just wish there was a hot person that I could talk to, a hot guy that I could talk to. Which, bitch, I get you. Never Getting Laid. Never Getting Laid is a lot better. I love it. This is like what I mean by 80s. This is a very good 80s song, like sonically and production wise. We have these kind of chimes with this synth, and it kind of flutters in the background with this kind of metallic echo that works because it leans into an 80s vibe, but it also draws back where it feels fluttery, it feels girly, it feels flirty. It doesn't feel loud and strong like an 80s pop song would sound. It still has the softness of a Sabrina Carpenter song, of a more ballad like Sabrina Carpenter song. It almost feels a little bit jazz. It just feels cute, it feels flirty, it feels quiet, it feels calm, it feels flirty. I said that. But I do think the chorus kind of just brings it back to the fact that it's a Sabrina Carpenter song. It just kind of sounds like anything else. But I think the intro is really where this track like shines. And then it goes back into the verse, which it has the same like instrumentation as the intro, and so that's what I like about this song. I like these verses, I like these quiet little jazzy songs. I love the lyricisms again. Like, I just love that she's making fun of men. Like, she's just, this whole album is kind of just like poking fun at men, making fun of the simplicity of a man, of the idiocies of dating a man and the bullshit that you have to deal with. But she does it in such a witty way. She does it in such a sarcastic, witty way. She has a sense of humor, and it really, really shines in this song. It's like, this is one of my favorite songs off the album. Next is When Did You Get Hot? I love this song so much. This intro kind of sets you up and it's like in this environment, and it's like it's setting up an interaction that's happening. And I just love it. I think it's so relatable. You see someone that you haven't seen in a couple years and they're just hot. And then you just, now there's a song for it. That's Sabrina Carpenter, bro. It's kind of flirty, and it's kind of bouncy, and it's kind of jazzy, and it's kind of sultry, and like that's shown with the bass. These 808 basses are kind of like long, and they bounce back, and they, you know, they're kind of boomerang and stuff, and that's what adds this really like sultry, fun vibe. Like, I will always love 808s, and I will always like pick that up as an ex-bass player. There's kind of these woos that kind of come up, and then it makes it feel more anticipating. It builds it up, you know, to the chorus. This like smash sound or something. There's this like smash effect, and then it kind of breaks into this chorus that's very bouncy, easy to listen to. I think the drums really, really add a lot here. I don't know how to talk about drums. I don't know what they're all called. These kind of hi-hats and these shakes really allow you to like groove into the song, and that's the vibe. This is like a groovy song. It's also 80s. It's also this like 80s vibe with the synths. Slower, groovier song. That's my shit right there. Also, the way that she uses her voice and everything is very flirty. It's very sultry, and I love it. I love this song. I think it's really good. I also love the outro. It's like, it feels like an outro, like completing this rhythm and this vibe that has happened over the past 3 minutes. You know, it's a good way to wrap that shit up, you know? The next song we have is GoGo Juice. Now, GoGo Juice, it starts out as like this little ballad with these like just cute little guitar strumming chords and like this percussion. I wish I could talk about fucking drums. I wish I knew what everything was called. I need to do more research about it so I can talk about it and like know what I'm talking about and not just embarrass myself. But you know the drumsticks that are like, they're long and they have the like metal, I don't know if it's metal or like the sticks that come out of it, and so when you put it on the drum skin, it like makes this shaking sound, makes this like, it's like shuffling kind of sound, and that's like the rhythm and the percussion in this first little part of this song. and I love it. It kind of introduces this song to be rooted in a place of sadness and a place of yearning and a place of just feeling negative. That's what like this song is set up as the intro, to be like this kind of sadder little melancholy vibe, and then it bounces into the dance pop song. Basically like I'm like having fun because I'm drinking, but I literally just want to drink so that I can like flirt with some guys or like call someone. Again, it's like this country song. She really leans into the accent with this one. It adds to the country sound of it and it adds to the fun, flirty vibe, but there's something still a bit sad about it. The bridge on this song is kind of like an anthem, or like a pub chant or something, like, you know, something you would sing with your friends at like a New Year's Eve party or something, and that kind of makes it feel like she's in a bar or she's in a club or she's like around people and drinking, which is kind of another way to kind of set this up to be like talking about drinking away your sorrows. The next song we have is Don't Worry, I'll Make You Worry, and I'm going to show you my notes to this, because I was like, usually when I write my notes, I'm writing them like in my notebook and I'm like actually paying attention to what I'm writing, but I was listening to this on my walk and I was like, I need to write all this down because I feel like I'll forget it. Just like, what the fuck. I love this song. It's my second favorite song. I love this like ballad. I love this sad song. It's kind of a song of like, I have the control in this situation. Like, you want me more than you want me more than I want you. It's very toxic, but I love it. It's so light, it's so fluttery, and there's these long, beautiful layers of legato strings, and the lyrics and the background and everything, there's something so sad about it. It's very, you know, deep pit feeling. Like if I was singing this song like Sabrina Carpenter, like these lyrics, feels like I'm a bad person, you know, and that's why it's sad. But it's also kind of flirty, and it's kind of, there's this layer of like acceptance, there's this layer of moving on, there's this layer of change in this relationship, in this interaction, or like it's also some form of like reflection as well. And I think the instrumental really like supports that. It provides like a haven. It's like such a beautiful song. I love it. And obviously Sabrina Carpenter's like long legato, like soft vocals really are so beautiful, and then it's layered in the chorus, you know, it's heavily layered, which, you know, really complements the heavily layered strings and the guitars, and there's these like banjo trills as well. I think this is really done very well, and you know, the muddiness that I was talking about earlier on in the album is really not an issue here, but I can still hear the same instrumentation from those earlier songs. And so that's why I think this is a good song. Like, this is well done because it works. Okay, next is House Tour. House Tour is kind of similar to Manchild in my opinion. It's so loud, it's so brassy, it's too 80s, and it sounds bad. I don't like the way it sounds. I don't like especially the chorus. I just don't like it. I just don't like the way she's singing. I think it doesn't sound good with her voice, especially the chorus. I think the verse is okay. I don't mind the verse, but the chorus really ruins it for me. It sounds too high for her. It sounds too vocally challenging for her, but it also I don't think it would work either way. Like, it's just too 80s, and there's not enough mids to fill it. I feel like there needs to be some form of like, there needs to be more bass in it. It's too treble, it's too tinny, it's too like 80s synth, and it's not balanced out with a good 808. That's why I don't like it. That's all I have to say about House Tour. Now, the final song on this album, Goodbye. Like, I don't have any thoughts about this. I don't really have any thing that I know that I want to say. Every time I've listened through this album, I've found that Goodbye is really just something that I haven't really attached to in any way. I don't even really have like anything crazy bad to say about it. I just think it's kind of boring. like, it's just such a forgettable song. Lyricism wise, I see why they added it, and I see why Sabrina wanted something like this on the album, because it's a way of, you know, closing a chapter, accepting this love is over, accepting, you know, the end. But I think sometimes, like, I just think it could have been done better. I think it could have been either another ballad, or I just think it could have been a little bit more fun. I don't really like the vibe of this song. It's, again, it's just very country. I don't really like the vibe. It doesn't really fit. Like, I can't think of another song on this album that it really fits with, which, I don't know, that's not a bad thing, but I just don't like this song. That's the whole album, guys. I finished, finally. So I'm gonna say my top 5 songs on the album, and then I'm gonna give you a little bit of a overall review. In number 5, in place number 5, we have When Did You Get Hot? ? Number 4, Tears. Number 3, Never Getting Laid. Number 2, Don't Worry, I'll Make You Worry. And number 1, Sugar Talking. I think Sugar Talking is by far the best song. Don't Worry, I'll Make You Worry is a really good backup. Just because it's a ballad, it's a little bit less fun. Like, Sugar Talking is a little bit more sultry. It's a little bit more fun. You know, but I still think Don't Worry, I'll Make You Worry is just as strong in its production. I think it's a really well-written song. Never Getting Laid is Never Getting Laid is, like, not on the same level as Sugar Talking. Don't Worry, I'll Make You Worry. It's still good, though. I'm not gonna talk about every single song all over again. Anyway, all in all, I think this album is okay. It's better than I thought it was gonna be. It's a little bit more of a different vibe than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was just gonna be mainstream pop, kind of boring. But yeah, there are moments that I really, really love, but there are moments that I really don't like and make me remember that I don't really listen to pop music like this. Yeah, but there are definitely a couple songs on this album that I'll come back to over and over again, but I don't really see myself listening to this album again and again and again. Like, I feel like I'm done. I'm happy I experienced it, but it's just not going to stick with me, I don't think. Okay, bye. Hopefully I make more of these YouTube videos, because this is my passion. I have a passion for fashion. Okay, bye.